My name is Kofi Sekyi, also known as DJ Kofi, and yeah, basically that's me. I've lived here for 10 years, and I'm married, 3 kids. Actually, the DJs, I normally do it on weekends. It's not really like a full-time job. I have my personal job that I do also, which is Monday to Friday, and I work as a DJ during the weekend.
You just said that you DJ only in the weekends, but
on the weekend, yeah.
How is being a DJ in Denmark or in Europe in general? Because many people they say that's quite tough. How is it yourself?
It's not really tough. I mean, mine it just happened, you know. I didn't really struggle to be a DJ over here in Denmark, you know. It just happened. I mean, I had that in me when I was coming from Ghana. I mean, when I was a kid, I loved music a lot. I was supposed to be a rapper, you know.
Okay.
So, you know, I knew some of their songs already. I used to party a lot in Ghana and stuff like that. So I knew how to like move a crowd and, you know, not like move a crowd, like I knew the kind of songs that can move crowds. So when I came over here in Denmark, like I didn't really take it serious. You know, they had this radio station over here, it was an online radio station. And yeah, I started being as a radio presenter. And one of the guys, he was also called DJ Wow. Actually, he was he's a professional DJ. So he knew a lot about DJing. So he, taught me a few things, how to, you know, do certain things and stuff like that. And actually, he even gave me the name DJ Kofi, you know. So it started from there, and, you know, bit by bit, playing parties. The beginning, it was quite hard. I wouldn't say hard because I didn't really had that professional, you know, beginning to really know how to control the system and everything. So it was a bit difficult for me. Yeah, but after that, you know.
Well, normally at the beginning, always you've got to be.
You could be master with the controllers and, you know how to.
Yeah, but my question is more on for people to start. Well, let's say someone is a professional DJ.
Yeah.
B, where you don't have a contact in the country.
Yeah.
People say that it's very difficult, you know,
to again.
Yeah. Into the game.
That's true.
To play in the clubs and stuff like that. How was you? I mean, how did you start it?
How it started was like anytime.
Kind of a well-known.
Exactly. I started like being on started with a radio show. Actually, that gave me a little bit of name, like, you know, DJ Kofi and DJ Wow. Whenever he has a party, like a big party in the club, he put me on the flyer or put me on the gig, and he's like, "Yo, you want to play?" And I said, "Yeah." So he gives me a little bit chance to play, and I played, and I was, you know, learning a lot too. Like, I learned a lot from him too, from DJ Wow. And I learned a lot too, like practicing. But getting into the club, it's all about networking, you know. And I think mine started like whenever I play, I get somebody in the club that talks to me like, "Yo, I want you to play at the next party," or "Come and shake you, yo, you are good. I want to put you on my next show." So anytime I have a show, I make sure I put my A game. So the next party, I make sure they'll put me on or something. It just started coming, like on Facebook, somebody will write to you and say, "Yo, I want to put you on the bill." And it just started from there. Not really like knowing a lot of people, but like wherever I play, I make sure I get somebody there that will contact me. But basically too, it's about networking. If you know a few people that, like mine started from DJ Wow. He started putting me on, and, you know, people started like getting to know me.
DJ was the one kind of giving
a little push, you know, like, you know, putting me on and playing. Sometimes I'll play and nobody will be dancing, and I'll be like, "Whoa, what kind of music should I play?" You know.
That's exactly what would be my next question. What kind of music that you play to make people dance? And just tell me, as a DJ, what ability that you use to make say, "Oh, I have to do this." Dance. I don't know the technique.
The technique, yeah. I mean, at first I didn't know. but now, like, when I started, like, really playing, when I go, I read the crowd, and I read the other DJ, the kind of song he's playing. Let's say if the DJ is playing a lot of Afrobeat, not that if I go, I have to also go and play Afrobeat. You have to change it. You know, what the crowd really likes, like hip-hop. You don't have to play music that you like. Sometimes the music that you play, you don't like it, but the people like it, you know? So you just have to read the crowd. If they are mature people, you know what to give them. If they are a little bit young, you know what to give them. If there's a lot of black people, you know they will go with the Afro beats. And it's not like all the black people that they like, maybe Nigerian music or Ghana music. Maybe they are Tanzania people, Angola people, so you know what to at least read a few people, like, you know, how they are and stuff like that, and, you know, you give them the right music. But before you go to the club, there's something called like a playlist. You need to do your playlist. You need to know the kind of party you're going to play. So if you know it's an African party, then you know you have to prepare yourself. Maybe you get the top 3 songs from Kenya. You know when you put that song, all the Kenyan people will be like crazy and, you know, dancing. You just have to get a little bit from everywhere that, I mean, people love to jam with it, you know. So before you go to the club, you prepare your playlist to make sure you are. Sometimes, fine, your playlist doesn't work, you know, but you just, when you get there, you just read the crowd and you know what to give them.
Do you ever experience a moment or a time where you play music and people just sit down?
Man, that day was a hell day.
How was the experience? You tell me that, how was it?
It was crazy. Like when I started playing with DJ Wow, it was like anytime DJ Wow plays song, everybody is dancing. But anytime I come and play, like people will be, you know, dancing and not dancing, and I'm like, what? But with his experience, he knew what to do. But I wasn't playing the right music. You know, I wasn't really prepared. Like, I didn't really read the crowd, like, okay, this is what they like, or this is what, like, they don't like or something. So, like, playing and not dancing, it's really bad. I really felt bad, you know. Like, you go home and it's like, man, when is it going to be, you know? When it's really. But when it started, it started being good. Like, you know what to do, play the music. But every DJ has this thing, like everybody has this experience, like you play a song and nobody will dance. Sometimes the people like the song, but they are not in the mood to party. If a party starts, maybe the beginning, people are not drunk or in the mood to dance, and you're playing like hard songs, you know, but nobody's dancing. Not that they don't like your style of playing, but maybe they are not ready to dance. That could be the reason. Or maybe they don't like the songs too.
What you do to invite them to dance? So what you do in this case?
In this case, I need to put the hardest song, you know, or as a DJ, you need to, like, if they are not dancing, I didn't know from the beginning, if they are not dancing, maybe pick the mic and talk to the crowd like, hello, brother, this is DJ Kofi, are you ready to party? Just try to get a response, you know, and just pull some music that everybody will love to jam with it, you know, yeah.
What do you think about the Danish music?
The Danish music.
Why did many DJs don't use, special African DJs that don't like to play so much Danish music?
No, I used to play at Ross nightclub. Sometimes it's the crowd. You know, maybe it's an African party. And maybe people listen to radio and all that. Maybe there's a hot Danish song that you love to play. So sometimes you just have to mix with it. And people, you know, jam with it. I used to play at Rust, and sometimes I'll mix it with a Medina song that is on a high tempo that is kind of feels like Afrobeat, and people, you know, love to jam with it. So it's all about the crowd and how they feel and how they want to, you know, party. If you read the crowd and there's some Danish people out there, even the Danish people, they don't really request for Danish songs. They request for either songs from UK, Afrobeats. The reason why they are at the party is probably because it's an Afrobeat party. That's why they are there. So when a Danish girl comes to ask for a song, it's not even a Danish song. It's probably an Afrobeat song. So it's not like it's our fault that we don't play Danish music, but probably it's a different crowd. If you're playing at a private party and it's a Danish party, definitely you have to play Danish Danish songs. So it's
not
like
that such the way people say that the Danish song is kind of boring.
No, they are good Danish songs, you know. In terms of hip hop or really high tempo songs, there are good Danish songs that people love to dance with it, you know. It's all about the crowd, like the kind of party you are playing. For instance, if I'm going to play at But I'm going to play at. I played at the Glostrop. How do you call it? End of year party, really focused, and they are Danish people. But it's not like all the songs. It has to be Danish songs. They were requesting for songs that were English songs and like, you know, old school songs party. So it's not like they really like the songs that they really like is their own Danish old songs, and they love to party with it. But they have good songs. They have really good songs. If you talk about Rasmus Seebach or something, she has good songs. Medina.
In Ghana, you've never been a DJ.
In Ghana, no.
Develop your.
Yeah, I started being a DJ here
in Denmark.
in Denmark. Yeah.
But I think you already, all this period of 10 years, you went already to Ghana?
Yeah, actually I was in Ghana last December.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you came fresh from Ghana?
Ghana, yeah. And I went to play in one of the biggest clubs in my city, Tema. And when I played and everybody was coming out to me, I'm like, wow, I've really arrived. Like, now I can really hit my chest and say, yeah, I've done it all. So
just recently come from Ghana. What your experience by recently being there was? I think months December. Yeah.
I think Ghana. I mean, when I was where I grew up, it was so beautiful.
It was.
It was.
Okay.
Now, like, I don't want to say bad things about my country, but now I don't like how it is now. Like, there's a lot of people hustling in Ghana. And I want the government to really focus on that. Like, I mean, there are good things about Ghana, trust me. I mean, it's a free country. You can do whatever you want. Like, it's a place to be. But I want the people to also enjoy, like, really have the luxuries that we're having here in Europe. Like, everything is there for us. Everything is well organized over here. If you're going to a meeting for 3 o'clock, exactly 3. 4 o'clock, exactly 4. There's no way they will turn off light. There's no way they will close the taps. There's no water. I mean, we can do it. Ghana has everything. We have everything that we can do to develop.
What is stopping?
I don't know. It's like, whenever we have a new president, I'm like, they travel a lot, so they see things outside. So why they don't do the same thing in Africa?
The problem in Ghana is not the single case. This is the problem in the entire continent. We've got the same problem. So you have got this experience. You live here in this country or in this continent, which is way ahead. What experience do you think that you can take to the continent?
My experience.
Or what advice you can give them to
my advice I'll give it to them is, if they're going to vote for the next president, they really need to think twice. Somebody that is really coming to work for the people, not only thinking about his and his family and stuff like that, because Ghana is a beautiful place, and when I go there and I see a lot of stuff that is not right, I mean, it really hurts. Like, why our leaders are so, like, kind of wicked? They don't see all these things. Like, really, you can see the road is not good. You still drive on it and people are dying on it. You don't fix it. And it really hurts. Like, people finish. There are jobs in Africa, but how they're going to create the jobs? When they come over here in Europe, it's not like we have special jobs here. It's just some.
Before we talk about Europe, I'll come back there. We'll come back about Europe.
I'm saying, there are lots of jobs that the government can create in terms when even. This year of return, there are lots of places that the government can develop that can even employ people. In terms of the beach and stuff like that, you can create like restaurants around, people can work there. In terms of transport system, the train people can work. I mean, even the transport system is really a problem. Like, we're still dependent on travel on roads. I mean, we can use the railways, the trains, we can do that. But I don't know why the government, they all travel, but I don't know why they don't do it. You know, it's really difficult. Like, when you're from here and you go there, you really see the difference. Like, whoa, this can be done differently. I mean, they can easily create jobs for people.
Don't you think that then the way you see, because those inside they don't see what you see.
Exactly.
Because you bring different knowledge. Don't you think like a person like you can give, not to stay, but can give more insight how they can change?
Who's gonna listen to me? I mean, the people that they vote them to power. They've all been outside before. They've all traveled. Some of them school over here, so they have experience of living outside. They can easily take those ideas and stuff like that over there. But it's just about selfishness and greediness. When they get there, it's all about getting money and not developing the country. You know, where I live in Tema, it can easily be. We had about thousands of not thousands. Like we had some companies that really were employing people. People had jobs, but now those companies are closed down. Why is that? I mean, why is that people are moving forward, then we are going backwards? Like, well, what is really the problem? Can we think about also going forward? I mean, there should be more companies. They're not supposed to be closing down companies, rather. You know?
Now, if you like to sell Ghana, right, to people who like to visit the Ghana,
yeah.
Forget about the bad stuff. What do you like to sell to people about Ghana?
Ghana is a beautiful place, and there's a lot of things you can really invest in it. And it's a free country. There's no like is it criminal? There's no criminals. I mean, there are criminals in every country, but Ghana is like, it's like a place to be. You can walk wherever you want to walk. Like, they have great weather. I mean, everything is good there. It depends what you want to do. You can always do it. You know, there are good stuff in Ghana that you can work on. So I think Ghana is a place to be. Like, I know the government is trying, but if you really want to invest, it has to be Ghana. You know, there are a lot of stuff you can really invest in Ghana that you can really get your money back or work on. You have a good way. I mean, when you go into a country, you have to, whatever you want to invest in, you need to check on, like, probably how is the weather like? You know, how is the country like? Are the people really nice? Are the people really good? I mean, Ghana has it all. So if you really want to invest, you have to invest in Ghana. Because Africa is luxury. When you have money, it's luxury. Weekend, you can go sit somewhere, chat with people, and you know. But over here, fine, everything is okay. But sometimes, I mean, look at the weather. You can't even walk outside. You have to put on jackets and stuff like that. But people are still happy here. Africa, there's freedom and everything, you know. You can go to your next neighbor, just go there and have a conversation with them. But over here, you have to book time. So what is the luxury here, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
If you're in Africa and you want to travel to Europe, make sure when you come here, the first thing you have to think about, forget about building a house in Ghana, I mean in Africa or wherever you're coming from. Make sure you secure your resident permit. Make sure you build yourself, you make sure you're okay before thinking about, fine, you can have properties, but at the end of the day, you spend most of your life here. It depends on the mentality you bring. When you're coming to Europe to survive, make sure you bring your 100% self here. Because if you're here and you're thinking about doing this, it keeps bringing your life back, you know? Just make sure like you secure yourself here well proper. Because we have Arabs here that have stores, they have stuff here. But our people, we're always thinking about, okay, let's go and build a big house. Let's go and do that. And he'll be suffering 18, not good food and stuff like that. So they die early and stuff like that. You can see old men over here, even 80 years, still walking. So when you're coming here, just make sure you bring your 100% self. Make sure, okay, you're coming to live your life. If you have more, then you can go and invest in Africa or do something that, you know, will benefit Africa too. So whatever job, if you come here, and for DJs, if you want to be a DJ, make sure you present yourself well, build your brand very good. You know, whatever you are asked to play, you take your A game, you know, make sure you present yourself in. There are always ups and downs, and let's make sure you think straight in life and, you know, just think positive. Yeah.
When they can follow you or when they can contact you if they want to book DJ Kofi?
Well, if you want to book DJ Kofi, it's DJ Kofi DK1 And then if you want to follow me on Facebook, it's DJ Kofi. And if you want my direct contact, my number is 22. Now you add the code of, I mean, wherever country is 0045 22646 044. 22646 044 when you're calling in Denmark, yeah? So make sure you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter. It's DJ Kofi DK_1. Make sure you follow me and let's chit chat. You want to book me? Book me. Thanks for this opportunity.